as we dig further into this opinion, but that's just something that from the majority opinion there.
Okay, let me bring in now William Jacobson, Cornell University law professor. William, look, what do you make of the High Court's decision? Let's start there, then we'll get into the details.
Well, it's extraordinarily important. It has established or reestablished something we strayed from in judicial decisions. Very clear statement that an individual is to be judged as an individual, not based on race. And that's something that a lot of universities particularly have gotten away from.
Of course, critics will say this is going to have a big impact on the representation of black and Latino students who and also bolster the number of white and Asian students. Do you agree with that criticism?
Well, I think it may have a big impact, particularly on Asian students, because particularly in the Harvard case, they are the ones who were the focus of the discrimination more than anybody else. And if the percentage of Asians in the school is not acceptable to the school administrators, that's just too bad. The Constitution guarantees each of those people to be treated as an individual, not as a proxy for an ethnic group or a racial group.
Hey there, Professor Jacobson. It's Lydia Hu here. Thanks for your time. I just wanted to ask you about a little bit of the precedent that's being overturned today. Going back to a case from 2003, Grutter versus Bollinger, Justice Sandra Day O'Connor authored the majority opinion in that case. And that was a case that decided it was okay to use race as a factor in a college admissions decision. But even in that case, Ashley, listen to this. She wrote in the opinion, "We expect that 25 years from now, back in 2003, that the use of racial preferences will no longer be necessary to further the interest approved today." So, Professor, my question for you is, really, it was never intended, was it, that we would always use race as a consideration in college admissions processes?
That's right. And race, it was really a carve out for higher education to be allowed to do what nobody else can do, under the guise of promote that diversity promotes an educational environment. I think that whole concept is now fallen away. You cannot do that anymore. While I don't think, it's a long opinion, they actually said we're overruling Grutter, in effect they have, and that's huge.
Right. All right, William, thank you very much. Lydia, thank you very much. Big story, lots more to talk about.